In 2025, the global migration landscape is shifting, and many countries are reassessing their policies on immigration. Factors such as economic conditions, political instability, security concerns, and cultural clashes are shaping the way countries approach immigration. For many immigrants, the dream of settling in a new country is becoming increasingly difficult, as more nations adopt stricter immigration policies, including deportations, limited asylum programs, and severe border restrictions. In this video, we'll explore the top 10 countries that are kicking out immigrants in 2025, why they are doing so, and what this means for global migration patterns. Number 1. United States. The United States has long been a destination for immigrants seeking better opportunities, but recent policy changes have made it more challenging for foreign nationals. Under the current administration, there's been a strong focus on tightening immigration policies, especially in light of rising concerns over national security, economic strain, and illegal immigration. In 2025, the United States is increasing deportations of undocumented immigrants, particularly those with criminal backgrounds, and enforcing stricter visa regulations. The tightening of asylum policies has also led to a rise in the number of rejected refugee applications, making the United States one of the leading countries in the world expelling immigrants. Why? Security concerns, a backlog in the immigration system, and rising domestic opposition to illegal immigration have driven the United States to tighten its immigration policies. The economic strain brought on by the COVID-19 pandemic has also contributed to these measures, with a focus on reducing competition for local jobs. Number 2. United Kingdom. In 2025, the UK continues to take a firm stance on immigration. The government has adopted a points-based immigration system, which prioritizes highly skilled workers but limits opportunities for lower-skilled migrants. The Brexit decision has further complicated matters, as the country now has less flexibility in allowing workers from the European Union, leading to a reduction in the influx of immigrants. Deportations are increasing, particularly for individuals who enter the country illegally or overstayed their visas. Why? The UK is aiming to reduce dependency on foreign labor, focusing on self-sufficiency. Additionally, the desire to control the flow of immigration following Brexit, combined with political pressures to protect local jobs and resources, has led to a more restrictive immigration environment. Number 3. Australia. Australia has long been a popular destination for immigrants, but in 2025, the country has implemented stricter immigration laws. The government is focusing on reducing the number of immigrants to the country and forcing them to be migrants, such as certain parts of Nigeria. Deportations are up, especially for individuals who have violated visa conditions or committed crimes. Australia is also becoming more selective with its permanent residency options, reserving them for individuals with specialized skills. Why? Economic downturns, concerns over national security, and the need to manage limited resources in the face of a growing population have made the country less welcoming to immigrants. Australia is also working to strengthen its labor market by prioritizing domestic employment opportunities. Number 4. Saudi Arabia. In 2025, Saudi Arabia has significantly reduced the number of migrant workers, expelling many who were working in the construction and service industries. The country has initiated a nationalization campaign to fill job roles with Saudi citizens, limiting the reliance on foreign workers. The expulsion is especially affecting workers from countries like India, Pakistan, and the Philippines. Why? Saudi Arabia's vision. 2030 reform plan aims to diversify the economy and reduce its dependency on foreign labor. As part of these efforts, the government has introduced policies that prioritize local workers and push out immigrant labor to improve domestic employment rates and promote self-sufficiency. Number 5. Italy. Italy has seen a sharp rise in deportations in 2025, particularly targeting undocumented immigrants who have entered the country via Mediterranean routes. The Italian government has stepped up its efforts to curb illegal immigration, especially from countries in North Africa and the Middle East. The increasing political pressure to maintain control over the migrant flow has led to stricter policies. Why? Italy's immigration policies are heavily influenced by the ongoing European migration crisis. The government is under pressure to reduce the strain on local resources and prevent an influx of refugees that the public perceives as unsustainable. Additionally, political groups are pushing for a tougher stance on border control. Number 6. France. In 2025, France is taking a firmer approach to immigration, expelling immigrants who have been living in the country illegally or those who pose a security risk. The French government is also clamping down on asylum seekers, with more deportations of individuals whose applications have been rejected. Immigrants who have overstayed their visas or violated laws are also being targeted. Why? France has been grappling with high unemployment rates, social unrest, and concerns about the integration of immigrant communities. The government is prioritizing security and national cohesion, which has led to tougher immigration measures. Number 7. Japan. Japan, historically known for its reluctance to embrace large-scale immigration, has continued its trend of strict immigration controls in 2025. The country has limited the intake of foreign workers and has implemented more deportations, particularly for those without valid work visas or overstayed tourists. Why? Japan's policy is driven by a desire to maintain social harmony and protect local employment opportunities. The government is also concerned about cultural integration and the impact of a rapidly aging population, which complicates immigration policies. Number 8. Hungary. Hungary's government has been aggressively targeting immigrants in 2025, particularly refugees and asylum seekers. The country's prime minister has introduced several measures to restrict immigration, including the expulsion of individuals who have entered Hungary irregularly and those who do not comply with immigration laws. Deportations are common, and Hungary has made it difficult for refugees to claim asylum. Why? Hungary's tough stance on immigration is driven by a desire to protect cultural identity and maintain a homogeneous society. The government is also responding to fears about the strain immigrants may place on social services and the economy. Number 9. Switzerland. Switzerland has become more selective with its immigration policies in 2025, expelling immigrants who fail to meet specific criteria. Deportations have increased for asylum seekers whose applications have been denied and for immigrants who violate residency conditions. The country has also introduced tighter border controls to limit the number of immigrants entering from the European Union. Why? Switzerland's tight immigration policies reflect a desire to preserve the country's high quality of life and control over population growth. The government is focused on reducing the burden on its social welfare system and ensuring that immigration does not negatively impact local communities. Number 10. South Korea. South Korea has experienced a rise in deportations, particularly targeting immigrants who have overstayed their visas or entered the country illegally. The country's immigration policies are becoming increasingly strict, and it is focusing on removing foreign workers who do not meet the country's employment or residency criteria. Why? South Korea's strict policies are due to concerns over unemployment rates and the need to protect domestic labor markets. The country is also aiming to balance its demographic needs with a controlled immigration policy, ensuring that only highly skilled workers are allowed to stay. As the world grapples with complex geopolitical, economic, and social challenges, immigration policies are becoming increasingly restrictive. The countries listed above are taking action to curb the number of immigrants entering or staying in their borders, citing reasons such as national security, economic concerns, and cultural integration. As global migration patterns evolve, It will be interesting to see how these policies shift in the coming years and what impact they will have on the future of immigration worldwide.